Hey guys, it's Way here and welcome back to another FIFA 18 Ultimate Team video, and today I'm only bringing you guys the first of many investment guides on FIFA 18. I'm going to try and get out at least one of these every single week, showing you the best Team of the Week investments, but today with ones to watch cards currently available in packs, I thought I'd show you the best ones to watch cards to pick up to hopefully make yourself a load of profit in the future. Now if you missed out on my ones to watch trading guide, I'll leave a card in the top right corner of the video, and I really would recommend going and checking that out if you do want to know when to pick up these ones to watch cards, when to sell them on, and anything else to do with ones to watch trading. I explain all of that in that video. I really would recommend going and checking that out. But in today's video, I'll be showing you the best ones to watch cards to pick up, and you guys should be able to make a lot of profit if you follow my advice, not only in this video, but also in the ones to watch trading guide. So, heading down onto the bench, we're going to be taking a look at the first players, and Bernardeschi, in my opinion, is a great investment. Right now, you can get him for around 30 to 40,000 coins, and he's currently starting a lot of games for Juventus. He actually got a goal and an assist in their last game, and rose up to around 70 or 80,000 coins after that game, and he normally goes to about 50k on match days. So if you get him for about 40k, or maybe even about 30k, you can get him very, very cheaply at times. You should be able to make a lot of profit on him because he does rise up a lot before match days, as he is starting a lot of games. Sigurdsson, wouldn't really recommend going near him because right now Everton aren't playing that well. Neither Sigurdsson, and he's not looking likely to get any informs. Tolisso, though, he is a very good looking card because if you just look at those stats, he's got a very, very well rounded card. Right now he's around about 80 to 90,000 coins. The cheapest you can get him is about 80k, and he does rise up to about 110k on match days. He starts for France as well, which is something to bear in mind, as currently the international break is going on and France are going to be playing a few games, and he's obviously going to be featuring for them. And if you look at that card, when he gets an inform, if he does, he's going to have almost Hullet Gang stats. He's going to have around 80 plus in pretty much all of those except maybe pace, and that card is going to be worth so much, especially as he is playing for one of the best teams in the world, Bayern Munich, where you've got people like Vidal, Boateng, Alaba, so many good players you can link to him. I reckon he's going to be about 200 or 300k if he gets an inform. I mean, he got I think it was a man of the match card last year with over 80 in every stat, and he was about 400k when he first came out. So if you get this card for about 80 or 90k, and he does get an inform, you can make a huge amount of profit there. Baldi Diao isn't playing too many games right now for Monaco, so I wouldn't really recommend going near him because he's about 50 or 60k, and right now Lamar seems to be starting ahead of him. Aurier, in my opinion, though, is a great one to get. If you can get him for about 50k, he's going for about 50 to 60 right now. He is a really good investment because if he gets an inform, he is going to become possibly the best right back on the game because he's going to have really good pace, amazing physical, good defending, good dribbling, good passing, and he is probably going to overtake Valencia as being the most popular right back in the Premier League because just look at those stats. If he does get an inform, he is going to be very, very good. Right now he's about 55 to 60k, and if you can get him for about 50 to 55k, you should be able to make a lot of profit as he does rise up on match days. I mean, there's one here for 57. That would be a really good deal if you could get it there. But yeah, he does rise up to about 65, 70k on match days, and obviously if he scores, if he gets assists, anything like that, he's going to go up even more. And later on in the video, I'll be showing you guys all the ones to watch cards I've personally picked up on my transfer list, just so you know that I'm not just showing you guys cards and not picking them up myself. I am putting my my coins on the line, going and getting these cards there, so I wouldn't recommend you guys to get cards that I wouldn't personally pick up. So you'll be seeing that proof later on in the video. Now, Bruma is another good one to go and get. And he is about 35 to 40k right now on the market, and he's got 93 pace, 4-star skills, a really nice card, and he is playing for Leipzig. He's been getting a few goals. He scored a really nice goal for them on his debut, and if he gets an inform, he's going to rise up a lot in price because he's going to have like 95 pace. He's going to have crazy stats, and he'll probably be the best left winger in the Bundesliga. I know Royce has got a really good card, but this guy is going to be so quick. I reckon he's going to be even more popular than Marco Royce, and he's probably going to go to like 80 to 100,000 coins if he does get an inform. And as he is a forward, he's playing in quite an attacking team with people like Werner and Forsberg around him. I reckon he's got a good chance of getting some goals, getting assists, and maybe getting some special cards on the game. And if you can get him anywhere from about 30, 35k, you should be good. He rises up to about 45k on match days, and obviously if he plays well, he's going to go up even more. Semedo is a good one, but he's not been playing a couple of games recently. I think he was slightly injured. Vidal had been playing a few games ahead of him, but when he has been playing, which has been the majority of the games this season for Barcelona, he has been really, really good, and right now he's about 45,000 coins, and if you can get him for anywhere from about 40 to 45k, he should be good because he's got 92 pace, he's got a really, really good card, especially going forwards. And Barcelona are a very attacking team. I think they've won every single game they've played so far in La Liga. They're looking very, very good. And obviously with the likes of Messi and Suarez in front of him, he's got a good chance of getting some assists and getting maybe an inform, maybe a couple of special cards. If he does get assists, goals, clean sheets, I mean, he plays in a very good team, so you never know. He could potentially get forwards and get some goals. Alba definitely does. So Semedo, I can't see why he might not get a couple of special cards this year. And you never know, if this guy does get an assist in a game, his price is going to go up a lot. I mean, he's right now about 45k. He's going to go to about 60, 70k easily, even by just getting an assist, or if he gets a goal, he'll probably go up even more. So if you can get him now for about 40 to 45k, that is a very good deal. Yarmolenko, he is very expensive, so personally I wouldn't recommend going with him. You can trade with the really expensive ones, watch cards, but in my opinion, since a lot of you aren't going to have millions of coins right now, I would recommend investing in cheaper ones to watch cards. There's less risk, and personally I'd rather pick up like 5 or 6 cheaper ones to watch cards than one really expensive one, just because let's say that card gets injured in game and I don't know, he like tears his hamstring and he's out for the rest of the season, he's going to drop down a lot in value and you'd be losing out on a lot of profit. Whereas if you go ahead and get a lot of cheaper cards, you're going to be kind of spreading your profit you're going to be making, and also cutting your losses. If that player does get injured, you're not going to be losing out nearly as many coins. If you've got maybe a couple of cheaper cards, so instead of getting one Yarmolenko, you could get like a couple of Traores, a couple of Kessies, a couple of Brumas. I would rather go and get some cheaper cards, so for that reason I wouldn't recommend investing in too many of the expensive ones. Watch cards. Traore though is a good one. You can get him for about 14 or 15k. I believe he is playing for Lyon right now, and as a forward he is quite likely to get goals and assists. I mean, he does have a really good card in terms of pace, dribbling and skill moves. He only has 69 shooting and 1 star weak for though, which is awful, but nevertheless, I mean, if he does get an inform, he's going to have like 90 pace. And I reckon he'll go up a lot in price if he does. And for the price you can get him for right now, about 14 or 15k, that's not bad at all. He rises to about 20k on match days, and if he gets a goal or an assist or anything like that, which he is quite likely to do, he's going to rise up even more, and he's going to go to, I don't know, 30, 40k easily. And obviously if he gets more goals, he's going to rise up more. So I reckon that is a good investment to go and get. For the price, you can't really go wrong there. Kessie is another good one. You can get him right now for about 20k. He rises to about 25k on match days, and he is playing for AC Milan, and AC Milan are playing pretty well right now this season. Suso, Andre Silva, their attackers are playing well, so this guy's got a good chance of getting some assists. He got an inform in one of the last Team of the Weeks of FIFA 17 as well, so he does score goals and he does have the potential to get informs, and for the price I would recommend going with him. He's playing for AC Milan, a good team, so if he does get an inform, he is probably going to be quite popular, and he is going to have a really nice, well-rounded card. Hernandez is also another good cheap one. You can get him for about 15k right now, and although he doesn't play normally for Real Madrid, Marcelo is currently injured apparently, so there's a chance this guy could get into their team. And a French fullback with 84 pace playing for Real Madrid, he's going to get a hyperlink to Varane. Just imagine if this guy gets a goal or an assist and people think he may get an inform, his price is going to skyrocket. I could easily see this guy, if he got an inform, being like 50 or 60k, and right now you can get him so cheaply because he's going to get a hyperlink to Varane if he does get an inform. So many people are going to want to use that. And he's already very quick. If he does get an inform, he's going to have like 87, maybe even 88 pace. And he's going to be one of the most popular left backs on the game. So I really would recommend getting him if you can, because he is extremely cheap. And also, with people like Traore and Hernandez, you're covering any SBC options. If EA do release an SBC that needs one sports guards, these two are the cheapest, so you can go and get them if you want. Edison, wouldn't really recommend going to him, as he's a goalkeeper. It is very hard for goalkeepers to get informs. Normally only 1 or 2 get an inform each Team of the Week, so there's a lot of competition, and I personally wouldn't go with Edison. Normally top goalkeepers don't get that many informs. Normally it's the goalkeepers playing for worse defensive teams who then have a game where they make a load of saves, and someone like Edison, he's unlikely to have a game where he makes a ton of saves just because City's defence is really good. He's very unlikely to get an inform. I mean, you never know, he could save a penalty or something and potentially get an inform. But there's a lot of other goalkeepers who could potentially also get informed, so it's pretty risky. He is unlikely to get an inform on this game unless he ends up, as I said, saving a penalty or doing something like that. So I personally wouldn't go near him for about 70k. That is a lot of coins for someone who is quite unlikely to get an inform. Davinson Sanchez though, he's a great one because you can get him right now for about 35 to 40,000 coins. He rises to about 50k on match days. And this guy, just with his normal gold card, is one of the best and most popular centre-backs on this game, playing in the Premier League, playing for Tottenham with some really nice stats. If he does score a goal, if he gets an assist, anything like that, or just puts in a really good display at the back, you could easily see this guy rising to probably like 70, 80, 90,000 coins. If he gets an inform, he would be worth a lot. So if you can get him right now, I reckon he will rise up a lot, and just the hype before games, he goes up by about 10k anyway, so you can make a really good profit on him. Personally, I have picked up one of him on my main account, and also one on my road to glory as well. I've done the same with a few other players. I'll be showing you guys all of those later on in the video. Bonucci, he is relatively cheap for his rating. He's about 80 to 90,000 coins, but for defenders, it is quite hard for them to get informs, and he is on the slow side, so even if he did get an inform, I doubt he would be one of the more popular defenders on the game. I mean, even if you look at the Serie A, you've got people like Koulibaly and Chiellini who would still have probably better cards than him. And if you look overall at the game, there are a lot of better defenders than him just because of the pace. People generally seem to focus on pace for centre-backs, as well as obviously the defending and physical. So I reckon he would go up a fair amount. He'd probably go to like 120k if he got an inform. But because of his price, I would rather go and get more kind of cheaper ones to watch cards. And again, as a centre-back, it's also quite hard for him to get informs, as there's a lot of competition and he would have to score or get an assist or something like that. Kyle Walker, I would stay away from him because of the price. He's like 180k right now, and although if he got an inform, and he's probably quite likely to get informs this year as he's playing for City, and City's fullbacks attack a lot, they get down the line. He's already got like I think 2 assists so far in the Premier League. He got an assist for England actually a couple of days ago, and his price went up to about 220k when he did actually get an assist. I mean, he is probably going to rise up, but for the price, I would rather go and get more kind of cheaper cards, because you get, after all, you're getting a defender for like 180k or so. That is a lot of coins to spend on a defender for a one swatch card. And as I said, personally, I would rather go with some of those slightly cheaper options that you could go with instead. But if you've got the coins, he is a good one to go with because he is likely to get informs. But I expect the majority of you aren't going to have millions of coins right now, so I would go with some of the cheaper ones. And then Mbappe, he's way too much. He's like 700k for an 83 race player. That is just ridiculous. Stay away from him. He is way too much. Salah, you can get him under 200k. If you can, I would recommend doing it. Even though he is very expensive, if you guys do have the coins, he's one that I would recommend going with, just because Salah's getting a lot of goals. He's playing very well right now for Liverpool. And if he does get a goal or an assist, he's going to go up a lot. He went up like 50k before he played against Newcastle. Didn't score any goals in that game, and he dropped down, but he went up about 50k before kickoff. So if you guys do have the coins, I would recommend Salah. But unless you do have like at least 500 or 600k, I would probably stay away from him, just because that is a lot of coins. If he does get injured, he'll drop down a lot in price. But personally, I think Salah is a good one to get if you have the coins, because he does rise up a lot. I mean, he's got a really good card, really good pace, plays in the Premier League. But if you do have the coins, he is probably a good one to go with. James Rodriguez, he is a lot. He is about 180k right now. And although he is playing for Bayern Munich, he is a very expensive card. And I would probably stay away from him. I mean, he is quite cheap for the rating and the stats. But personally, I would stay away from him, just because he doesn't rise up that much with the hype before games. I mean, he is going to get goals and assists. He will probably get some informs this year. But I reckon he'll probably only go up to like 210, 220k, even if he got an inform. So he'd have to get maybe 2 goals or a couple of assists or something like that. So I don't think he's going to rise up that much, whereas someone like Salah is probably going to go up a lot, and I reckon Salah is nailed on to get a few informs this year. Now Neymar, I mean, none of you are probably going to have enough coins to afford him, so there's no point really talking about Neymar. I mean, he is going to get a lot of informs this year. He's playing really well, but for 1.6 million coins, I doubt anyone's really going to be able to afford that. At least watching this video, personally, I'm nowhere near being able to. Lacazette, he's another just too expensive one. I mean, he is probably going to get informs this year. He is probably going to play really well. But for 500 or 600k, there's better options to go with some of these cheaper cards. Even like people like Salah, I'd rather get a couple of Salahs than go and get any of these cards here. Just because they're so expensive, you're putting all your eggs in one basket unless you have like literally millions and millions. I mean, if you've got like 5 million coins, maybe Lacazette could be a good one. But for the vast majority of people playing Ultimate Team, I wouldn't go with Lacazette. He's just too expensive and a little bit too risky. Same with Lukaku. He's nailed on to get informs this year, but he is so expensive that there's always that level of risk. And you'll make more coins by investing in loads of cards like Bruma or maybe Sanchez or Tolisso than going and putting all your eggs in one basket on someone like Lukaku. Same with Morata. He's a little bit cheaper, Morata, because he is currently injured, but he's already had an inform. He's already been boosted up. If he does get another inform, he's going to rise up a lot in price. But with him currently being injured, I would stay away from him for the moment. So the best ones, in my opinion, to go with would be Bernardeschi, Tolisso, Bruma, Traore, Kessie, Hernandez, and also Sanchez, and a few other ones. If you've got the coins, you've got Salah, you've got Walker as well, but personally, if you do have the coins and you're wondering whether to get Salah or Walker as they're similar prices, definitely do go with Salah. And then you've also got Semedo as a decent one, Aurier is decent, Balde Diao, he can be alright. I mean, he's got a really good card, but he isn't playing too much, so just keep an eye and see if he does start playing a bit more. And Douglas Costa, I didn't mention him earlier on. I mean, he is a decent one to get because he does have a really good card and 5-star skills, but he's about 90k right now, and that is a lot. Because if you look at someone like El Shaarawy, who has quite a similar card, he's also got 5-star skill moves, his inform is only worth about 30k. So I doubt Douglas Costa is going to go up too much. If you look at the El Shaarawy card, they're very similar except for the pace. He's got about 5 less pace, but even then, I don't think he's going to go up that much. So personally, I wouldn't really go with Douglas Costa, and also he's not been on the best form recently, and I don't actually think he's playing too many games for Juventus. But there we go. Those are the investments I would recommend you guys getting. If there are any that you guys think I've missed out on, I mean, maybe I'm missing a trick with someone like Bonucci, for example, let me know in the comments down below why you think they're going to go up, anything like that, and let me know who you've invested in. But let's head over to the transfer list, and I'll quickly show you guys who I have personally picked up myself. So I've got quite a few investments on my main account right here, and I also have 3 others on my Road to Glory. I've got a Hernandez. You guys can see I've got a Hernandez on my main account here as well, but I've got a Hernandez. I also have Davinson Sanchez and Bruma all on my Road to Glory, but right now we've got Hernandez for 15k on my main account here. We've got a couple of other ones. We've got Bernardeschi, who I actually packed. I'm going to be keeping him until he starts a game or scores goals, gets assists, anything like that really. I'm going to sell him when his price does rise up. And then we also have a Davinson Sanchez that I got for just over 38k. Again, I've explained he is a really good investment in my opinion. And I've also got 2 Tolissos, one for 84.5k and one for 85k. And as I said, if he does get an inform, I think he's going to go up to like 200 or 300k just because of how well-rounded that card is going to be. He's going to have ridiculous stats. He's playing for France, playing for Bayern Munich, so he's a really good one to go and get, in my opinion. But there we go. Those are my investments. Let me know in the comments down below who you have decided to go ahead and invest in. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Take care.